Hello there, world. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Joe, a licensed certified public accountant with over 10 years experience in corporate and public accounting. I have an extensive background in accounting, audits, and taxes, and I'm all about helping you take control of your money and live smarter. Today we're talking about one of the most common and most confusing money questions out there. Should I pay off my debt first or save money first? And the answer isn't always black and white. It depends on your situation. But don't worry, I'm going to break it down in plain English so you can walk away with a clear plan that actually works for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos. Be sure to check out our blog site where we post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Most of us were never taught how to manage money. So when we finally get serious about our finances, we're stuck between two voices. One voice is telling us, save for emergencies, and the other one's telling us, get rid of that debt ASAP. Both are important. But if you don't have a strategy, you could end up spinning your wheels, either drowning in interest or feeling unprepared when life throws you a curveball. The goal of this video is to help you figure out the right balance between paying down your debt and building some savings without feeling overwhelmed. Before you throw an extra dollar at your debt, ask yourself, if an emergency hits today, how would I pay for it? That is why step one is to build a starter emergency fund. Now, here's some recommendations for starting your emergency fund. You want to aim to save for about $500 to $1,000 just to start. This is to cover surprise cars repairs, medical bills, or other life happening moments. It keeps you from relying on credit cards or taking on more debt when something goes wrong. You don't need a full 6 months of expenses right away. Start small, build momentum. Even if you're in debt, this small emergency fund can help you stay on track. Remember, life is always lifing. So we want to start with a good starting emergency fund for when life throws those things our way. Step two is to understand your debt. Remember, not all debt is created equal. Some debt is more dangerous than others. Here's what we're going to look at first. There's three things we got to know. Interest rates. Credit cards often charge a 20% and higher interest rate compared to student loans or car loans, which might be under 6%. You want to make sure you're making at least the minimum payments every month to cover your debt. There's different types of debt. There's a high interest rate, there's a low interest rate, and then there's something in between. Our rule of thumb here is our high interest debt, like credit cards, should be your next priority after building that emergency fund. It costs you the most over time, so we really want to pay that off first before we pay off any other debt. So, step three. Here's a simple plan you can use right now to help pay down that debt. It's called the 80-20 rule. Let's break down what that is. So, what is the 80-20 rule? The 80-20 rule, broken down here, is 80% of your extra money can go towards your debt after paying your bills and your minimum payments. And then 20% we're going to put into savings until you build a bigger emergency fund. Ideally, we want that to be around 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. This way, you're making steady progress on debt and preparing for the future at the same time. Here's why it works. It gives you flexibility. You're not stuck if something unexpected happens, but you're also not letting the debt hang around forever. If you're ready to start crushing your debt, here are two methods that work really well. You may have heard of these methods before, or maybe you haven't, but let's go over them and break it down. The first one is called the snowball effect. This is where you pay off your small debt first, then move to the next one. It's great for motivation and will really keep you going. It helps with paying off those small ankle biter debts that are nagging, and then moving on to the bigger ones. Next, we have the debt avalanche effect. This is where you pay off your debt with the highest interest rate first. It saves you money over time because you don't have to worry about that interest rate killing you anymore. You just want to choose one method that'll keep you going. Money is math, but it's also very emotional. Pick the method that helps you to stick with it. You got this. Now, let's bring this all together. Here's a realistic 3-step plan that's going to help you out a lot. First step is we're going to save $500 to $1,000 for emergencies. This will help when life comes knocking at our door for those unexpected events. Second, we're going to focus on our high interest debt. This will help save us money over the long haul due to those interest charges. Now, whether you choose the snowball effect or the debt avalanche effect, choose a method that you can stick to and works best for you. Third, we're going to use the 80-20 rule to balance paying off debt and saving. Remember, 80% of your extra money goes towards debt after paying your bills and making those minimum payments. And then we're going to use 20% to put into our savings until we build a bigger emergency fund. Ideally, we want to shoot for 3 to 6 months of expenses. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Even small steps forward can change your whole financial future. Oh, should you pay off debt or save first? The real answer is both in the right order. Start with a small emergency fund, then focus on crushing debt while still saving a little on the side. This is how you build the real financial freedom without burning out. If this helped, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know in the comments, are you more focused on saving or paying off debt right now? I love to hear your game plan. And I'll talk to you guys next week where we'll talk about how to budget around payday. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check back for more videos. Be sure to check out the blog site where we post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.